Ever had that heart-pounding moment? You're trying to speak, or you freeze up entirely? Albert felt the same way in Hitch when he tried talking to the woman of his dreams, Allegra. Here's the funny thing though, that's how many of us act when we're faced with our financial decision. You see, we've all been conditioned with this idea, wealth isn't for everyone. But what if we were to challenge those beliefs and get to rewrite our financial success story? Hey guys, it's Frank here and welcome back to my channel. Today, we'll be diving deep into the 5 proven strategies to build wealth so you can live your dream life. And here's a little secret. I've gleaned some incredible insights from the book called The Psychology of Money, and I had to make a video about it. Trust me, you won't want to miss out on what I'm about to share. Before we get started, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Are you ready to shout out those financial barriers? Then let's jump right in. Guys, it's important to understand that the singular most important step towards financial freedom or sustainable wealth is by changing the way you think about money. According to Morgan Housel in his book, The Psychology of Money, the distinction between being rich and being wealthy is a topic he covered extensively. He defines wealth as money that is not spent, debt that is not taken, and cars that are not purchased. On the other hand, he also defines being rich as an income that you earn. For example, let's say you earn $600,000 a year. That means you're $600,000 richer and not wealthy, since this enables you, for example, to incur debt to purchase a Rolls-Royce Phantom car worth $460,000. which you then use to show off by racing other lesser cars on Netflix's Fastest Car Show. On a serious note guys, Housel encourages people to consider the purposes of wealth and money. He makes a crucial distinction between being affluent and being rich. You see, Mr. Housel argues many rich people aren't wealthy because they feel the need to spend a lot of money to demonstrate their prosperity to others. Wow, never thought about that. You see, the ideal savings rate, according to him, is the difference between your ego and your income. Make sense? Wealth, on the other hand, is defined as worrying less about what other people think about you and more about controlling how you spend your time with the help of your finances. According to Morgan Housel in his book, the art of making money or getting money is a unique skill. It's important to understand that making money is not magic. And I know most of us who've watched the Harry Potter movie series would love to have a magic wand where you can cast a spell and see loads of money raining down on us. One of the key takeaways from his book is that getting money necessitates risk-taking, hard work, and an optimistic outlook in life. For example, investing money instead of saving money takes a certain level of skill, risk, and optimism. However, keeping that money is an entire kettle of fish. You need to develop the skills required to mitigate risk. You also must avoid getting greedy by really asking yourself, at what point will my accumulation of wealth be enough? If you think about it and make both mental and written note of it, then you're sure to live in a fulfilled life. If not, you might end up being one of those people and businesses who were very successful in the beginning of their career or business venture and ended up losing all their net worth over time. You see guys, on average, the Forbes 400 list of the wealthiest Americans changes hands at least 20% of the time in every 10 years for reasons other than debt or giving money to a relative. So remember, making money and keeping it can be very difficult. The top 1% in our society or the world are not different from us. They simply play the game better and fall back on assets that they've accumulated over the years if things go bad for them, like Donald Trump, who filed for bankruptcy at least 4 times. According to the Washington Post, Trump's companies have filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection, which simply means the company can remain in business while wiping away many of its debts. The bankruptcy court ultimately approves a corporate budget and a plan to repay many of its remaining debt. When such a deal is struck, shareholders often lose much of their equity. There is a cost associated with investing and attempting to have your money compound every year, and that price can be disguised based on the ups and downs of the stock market. Guys, I'm not a fan of roller coasters, but that's how the stock market is. You see guys, as stock market conditions and our personal circumstances change, most people will occasionally experience uncertainty, which in turn leads to worry. So here's the tip for those of you who wish to invest, especially if your approach is aggressive. You must be mentally prepared to handle the turbulence and uncertainty of the stock market. This indeed is a golden rule when it comes to investing in anything. So guys, here's what you need to know. Those people who understand how the stock market works and look beyond the downturns to still invest aggressively end up winning. And who doesn't like winning? I love winning. It's just like playing a game, right? There's no one who goes into a game who doesn't want to win, right? So that's how the stock market works as well. You just have to ride on that downturn. They simply realize that the stock market investing is an art, and that even in a recession such as what we're currently experiencing, they could buy a fraction of a share that was worth $100 a few months ago for about $30 what is worth today. Let's take a look at some of these companies whose share prices were worth a lot last year but has currently lost a ton of their share price. So guys, if you want to know how to save and invest your money, I recommend that you watch this video I made about it. Guys, there's a saying that if you believe you can, you're right. If you believe you can't, you're also right. That's because every action you take must first start as a thought in your mind, and the way you think informs how you speak and act, which ultimately affects the decisions that you make. So before you become financially free or wealthy, you must begin by changing your mindset and start thinking bigger. Also, many people think that the key to financial freedom is by owning a business, but what they really own is a full-time job with overtime and no time for themselves or family. They oversee the day-to-day operations of their business alone, which can be overwhelming. So I ask you, is that true financial freedom? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Okay guys, I've had a lot of people come to me and say, I'm going to quit my job and I'm going to start a hair salon business or landscaping business I've always dreamt of. But you see, the problem about that plan is they don't actually take the time to think about how to create a system around that business. Taking your time to think through this will allow you to figure out a process or system for you to do less work, make the most money, and have more free time to live the life of your dreams on your own terms. Guys, there are two ways you can create a functional system. You either hire a team of people to do the work for you, or you adopt a system that automates the processes in your business with little to no ongoing requirements from you. I personally prefer incorporating both strategies because I do value my time. You can make more money when you utilize your free time into more productive means. Let's look at the guys on Shark Tank. Billionaires like Mark Cuban and Kevin O'Leary have figured out how to create a system that works for them by spending a few hours every week on air and having the right persons who are ready to work their socks off in their new business venture. You see, the guys at Shark Tank can choose to be passive or play an active role to ensure that their investment yields at least 10 to 30 times more than the initial amount of money they've invested into the business. So you might be wondering, what's a system? A system is some mechanism that you use to make money every hour or every day. Question for you guys. How many of you know that when you write an ebook and upload it on Amazon KDP, you're using a system to make money? You see, Amazon KDP oversees and manages orders, payments, and the sale of your ebooks without any ongoing requirements from you. Doesn't that free up more time for you to be more productive? I love that. Before we wrap up, let's revisit some pearls of wisdom from the book, The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel. Number 1. He said, wealth isn't just about earning, it's about the money you choose to keep. Number 2, he also recognized the roles of luck and risk in your financial journey. And number 3, money is personal, and I agree with him. You see, when you think about it, money is really emotional. Mastering this relationship can redefine your financial future. Okay guys, let me know your key takeaways from this video by commenting below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel so you can get notified each time I upload a video. If you've loved this video, then you're in for a treat because you won't want to miss out on my next video on how to make money online with smart passive income strategies. The video is packed with game-changing insights and tips you won't find anywhere else. So go ahead, click on the video right after this one. Trust me guys, you're going to be in for a very enlightening experience. Stay tuned, stay smart, and always stay curious.